Hello and welcome back to Tales Noir Preludes. When we last left off, we were talking with Lucas. So you keep saying, alright partner, let's figure it out. Walk me through it. Where do you want me to start? Start at the beginning. Tell me about the fire. There were 2 calls about it. Where did it start? Yeah, we're not entirely sure. Somewhere before the 3rd floor, though. Somewhere below the 3rd floor. How do you know? Well, it was spreading there when the firefighters arrived.
Alright.
Right, so it couldn't have started there. I see your point. Let's see here. Yeah, first, 2nd floor, without a doubt. All right, when did the first fire start? Oh, it couldn't have been before 11:02. The cops were there, so it's before the 2nd call. How do we know this? Well, the building wasn't on fire when the cops showed up.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so we got a general timeline when the fire started. Anything else that comes about it? Well, there was one thing. Yeah. First emergency call made mention of smoke, but only cops showed up. Not entirely sure how they phrased it, but maybe they're focused on something else during the call. Besides, it's not uncommon for us to be sent out to deal with small fires every once in a while. Oh, I wish they hadn't just sent a couple of cops over. Anything else? There's no records of who made the 2nd call. We usually don't admit that. Maybe it was done from a payphone or something? Or anonymously? Or maybe it was omitted this time. Anything else? Cops saw signs of a fire, but didn't alert the fire department. Signs of a past fire, right? If there are no flames and no cause of alarm, why would they call it in? I'd call it for what it is, neglect. Anything else? All the police reports have the same passage at the end. I know that looks weird, but I'm sure that's just standard procedures. Usually some legal jargon that needs to be added to the statement to cover all bases. I'll take your word for it, I suppose. Anything else? Let's move on. Okay, I know you're interested in this part, so let's go over it. Tell me what the cops show up. Stone didn't want to let him in. That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up and invite him, much less having you enter their homes. Any reason for the officers to be suspicious? Well, I heard distressed voices from the inside. Certainly feels like reason enough, especially if Stone refused to let him in. Sounds pretty clear cut, right? Not sure. How come? Well, Stone's partner wasn't in distress. Not according to the rest of the report, at least. No? Well, it's possible she was worried that things were going to escalate just when the officers leave, I suppose. So they enter the apartment, right? Yep. And how do they enter? Well, they did breach the door. Guy's really adamant about not letting people in, huh? What was his reaction once people were inside? Well, he was hostile. Checks out, yeah? In what way? Well, he did threaten him. Threaten him. Reports say how? Kinda, but reports are a little vague on that. How do you mean? Didn't he attack him? So how? One report said he had a blunt instrument, the other said it was a sharp object. Really? Huh. Maybe they... Yeah, that does sound odd. Probably a simple mistake in testimony, though. I don't think so, Lucas. So what happened next? One of the officers left the room.
Yep.
Alright, I think I remember this part. First officer goes to the kitchen, hears a yell, and comes back. Do we know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? Well, the second officer's touch stone. Just like that. Hard to believe, or find that hard to believe, Renee. I find it pretty easy to believe, Lucas. Is that so? How come? Because the reports aren't reliable. Don't trust reports? Renee, those are made under oath. They're cross-referenced. Double check. Why don't you trust them? What do you mean, why? Haven't I given you reason enough already? Convince Lucas something might be up. Well, yeah, I suppose so. I'm not sure. I don't like it, that's for sure. I'll go talk to people at the station. Get them checked for errors. Happens sometimes, as much as I don't like to admit it. Okay. Will they let you do that? I'm sure, why wouldn't they? Maybe they'd rather drop the whole case? What are you saying, Renee? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. You know what? Let's drop this for now. I'll get on the phone, order some dinner for us. How's that sound? Sure, I could use a break. Too true. Don't worry so much, alright? Sure. Convince Lucas that the reports of the fire didn't add up, prompting him to look into things. Focus on your caring, empathic side. And we've got Eli here. Eli Abbas, somewhere far out of the city walls, August 14th. Yeah, this place is a dump. August 14th. Still alive, believe it or not. No signs of radiation poisoning in either of us. Been hit by a dust storm, however. It's been manageable and far from as dangerous as we were led to believe. Well, that's good. Say we're lucky is an understatement. George says no team has ever returned from outside the wall, which makes our research in the area fairly limited. To make our return historic first, and that's not even factoring the discovery of this artifact. Oh yeah, the artifact. Yeah. Sun's been harsh lately. It's a good chore to get any work done during the day. And it's been a chore to get any work done today. That said, I'm enjoying the field work. We don't really stray away from the dig site. There's plenty of work to do. Promising work. I get the feeling we're coming across something big. We're out here until we get results, whatever that means. I'm confident we will. Look at the dig site every day, the pods, the markings. I find myself wondering whether we should be here. George is less worried. It's out there right now. Today's the day, he told me this morning. He's been saying that all week. I warmed up to him. He's a good guy. That said, he seems to see my academic background as a shortcut to out of paying my dues. We all pay our dues in different ways. His with tools, mine with theory. Progress aside, the past few days have been strange. George mentioned a low hum from the dig site. We've both been feeling unexplainably uneasy. So we got idealist, realist, or cynical. I don't think I want to be a cynic. Or Likely not, we've been out here too long and are starting to get a little funny. I mean, that is probably ideal. I think it's our tools that are reacting with sedimentary chemicals in the pit. Excavation will be over soon. We'll be a realist. Sun is brutal, even when filtered through the dust clouds. No doubt it'll make you a little woozy. Need to start covering up more when out in the open. Seems doable. With science, anything is possible. That goes for whatever's down the pit too. Guess we'll see. Almost forgot. Had a look at some of my previous journal entries today. Constantly proving ourselves wrong about this place. That's good. Yeah, actually. Progress is coming to snail's pace, but at least we're moving. Could be dead in the water. Instead, we engage in pleasant backstroke towards a reasonable conclusion. Pleasant backstroke. Not bad, Eli. Suddenly a shiver runs up your spine. You press the pen firmly against the journal page. Somewhere outside the tent, you swear you can hear George calling out for you. George, you say something? It's another scream, more desperate this time. It sounds distressed. Uh-oh. George, what's going on? Where are you, George? I'm coming. Nothing but rocky desert out this way. So far from the city, I can't even see the wall. So this is what's outside of Canada. George, you alright? Storm or no storm, everything's covered with dust and sand. This can wait. George needs my help. Look like they're handling the dust storm well. Good. Need to clean these once it's all settled in, or equipment will struggle. Yeah. So much stuff, and we still don't have everything we need. I'd kill for something fresh to eat. Happy to never touch another shovel in my life. Handle the wind. It's the heat that gets to me. Nah, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Should be careful. Most what's in here has been exposed to the elements for a very long time. What's up? It's moving, Eli. It's fucking moving. What is? This fucking thing, Eli. Whatever's in the pod, it's slithering. Slithering? What are you talking about? There's something moving in the fucking pods, man. Something moving, something alive. Just hang on, I'll find a container. Move it. I don't know what this thing is, and I don't want to find out while we're in the here of fucking nowhere. On it. Let's see here. Find the supplies. Supplies, both packed and unpacked. Containment pods. Coming over, George. What the fuck are you waiting for, Eli? Hurry up. Okay, take this container. Okay, I'm going to twist this thing open, and when I do, you need to hold the container still. I'll twist it, drop it, you shut it. You got that? Twist it, drop it, and I shut it. Got it. Here it goes. Better be ready. Twisting it now. Go. We'll drop the container and shut it. There. Got it. Got it. Let me check the pressure. Good, it's in there. Good fucking work, George. You too. We did all right. It's contained now. What now? Same as always, I guess. We log it. Should give HQ a call. After that, I don't know. Doing okay? I'm fine. I just need to process. Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to find. I don't know. If it was, wonder if they would have sent just two of us. Come on, give them a call. I need a breather. Good job, George. I mean it. You had the call yet? How you holding up? I don't know. I just need to gather my thoughts. What do you make of that thing? Well, I thought we'd find. Been so preoccupied to find the pod open, but I don't think I ever expected to find whatever it was. Me neither. I'm just glad we're safe. I suppose so. What do you make of that thing? Oh, never mind. What's our next step? Well, firstly, you need to let HQ know, just in case anything happens. After that, document out all of this, every step. Then, I'm not sure. Should run some tests, see what we're dealing with. I agree. The more we know what we're dealing with, the better. My thoughts exactly. Anything I can do to help? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You go make the call. Sure, they'll be over the moon to hear actual results from us. I'll be back. Some of our finds have been eerily familiar. Nothing conclusive so far. Just strange. Everyone's in here is long rotted and deteriorated. Shame. Radio hums with gentle static. Give it a look. Once impressive HF Boone 34 you've grown so familiar with over the past few months now seems like a weathered, weak, and old. Behind it trails a long rubbery tail. Next to the machine, a stack of notes are held in place by a paperweight. Let's take a look at the notes. A bundle of yellow and yellowed notes are stacked and weighed down, nearly as they can be. Wrote some of them. George the others. Yet a few were written ages ago, it seems now, by someone whose name you don't recall. Let's look at mine. Your notes are plentiful, but to be frank, boring, almost mathematical. Notes from radio calls and tracking the weather, alongside a few scribbles regarding your progress. Slow and steady wins the race. Look at George's notes. The page is simply numbers and doodles. Sort through them to find a few that pique your interest. August 1st, first contact, series of pods with numbers, metallic covering casing, advice on how to proceed. Ask for magazines or fucking anything. Potential radiation, no corrosives. High chance of radiation, use no corrosives. If need force, careful with the pods. Nitrile gloves only. 9.45. Recognize the number as frequency, but not for whom or what. Below is a doodle of a heart, and the bottom of the note reads, P.S. Eli, if you're reading this, mind your own business. Pretend you didn't read that. Notes for now. I'm gonna write some of the notes. Slide the paperweight on the desk, pick up your stubby dull pencil. August 14th, major discovery, radioing HQ. Paper rustles on the weight of your pencil, even more on the gravity of the discovery you find. Down the pencil. Sun's unbearable, terrible, temperatures today are painfully high. My brows been getting hotter already. Nothing out here remains except the decay, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Storm muses temporarily to scribble down your thoughts. You can hear George moving things around in the pit. So you look at the cable. Alright, I think we already did that. Cable light is heavy on the ground, covered with dust. Tracing along the ground leads your gaze to now wind-whipped solar panels you and George set up a long time ago. Check for damage. Take more than a scorching sun and a couple of dust storms dig through vulcanized rubble. So it's alright then. It is. The climate out here isn't doing any favors. Lasts as long as you'll be out here, most likely. Might be worth looking into a replacement. Never know. Stop inspecting the radio. Okay, we'll leave it be for now. And when we come back, folks... Oof. Interesting times indeed. Have a good one, folks.